Owen, Michael, Stephanie, and Cly are nominated for double eviction, but Michael holds the Topaz power veto. Who will he use it on? Find out now on Big Brother Cheesecake 7 Chocolate Heaven.
You know how to just make me want to. You turn me on like a light switch when you're moving your body around and around. You got me in a tight grip. You know how to just make me want you, baby. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on and show me how you do, You want, you want, you want, you want. I can't keep me wanting you. Come on and show me how you do.
Hello, I'm Andrew Shousick Moonves. Welcome to Big Brother Cheesecake 7 Chocolate Heaven. It's day 34 inside the Big Brother Cheesecake house, and this week Kilby is the head of household in a double eviction week. He nominated Owen, Stephanie, and Michael for eviction, and Willy Wonka nominated Cly as the fourth nominee. But Michael won the Topaz Power Veto in the Big Brother Chocolate Milk Topaz Power Veto competition. Who will he use the Topaz Power Veto on? We'll find out shortly. But first, I want to really quickly wish Hearn from Season 6 a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Hearn. I know he's only watching this season because, Queen Brooke is playing, according to him. But he's also rooting for Michael, I think, because I think Hearn and Michael played something together. But yeah, so Hearn, happy birthday. You did a fantastic job last season, and I'm very happy that you are still a part of the Big Brother Cheesecake community, and will hopefully help crown the winner of the next Head of Household competition tomorrow. So speaking of which, this competition, the Head of Household competition, a reminder that you have until 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight to privately message me your submission. One house guest already has. There are 11 more eligible to do so. Kilby is outgoing head of household. You're not eligible to compete. And a reminder that the winner will get the orange color set, St. James Place, Tennessee Avenue, and New York Avenue for a future Monopoly-themed Golden Power Veto competition. Just like last season, people are really pushing the boundaries on what foods are allowed and what are not allowed. I've made it clear that it should be 3 ordinary, well-liked, or at the very least half-liked foods that when combined create something gross. So I'm leaving it really in the hands of the judges because I've accepted 2 that are like right on the border, like it's in that gray area, and I've accepted them. Somebody asked if they don't like chocolate and they said, can dulce de leche count as chocolate? I accepted that. But the alumni has been instructed that we're looking for 3 ordinary foods that when combined create something gross. So some of them might not like the fact that you're pushing the boundaries. It really needs to be, one has to be chocolate, and ideally 3 foods that are, it doesn't have to be like widely liked, but last season Steven wanted scorpions, and that's not the point. You're not supposed to take foods that the majority of people, at least in the Western Hemisphere, would say to. If you see it on Fear Factor, that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for 3 ordinary foods, and so then I made it specific in the group chat. I said to the house guests, if you can pick it up in a grocery store in the country in which you live, then it's acceptable. And you're not going, out of the way to the grocery store, 10 miles away. You're going to your closest or one of the most nearby grocery stores to get it. So all the submissions are due by 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. Alumni, you will have from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, Tuesday night, to then watch it should be 11 videos, and vote for only one, to be your favorite. And whoever has the most votes will win. In the event of a tie, I had a rule for that. I do have a special tiebreaker. I'm not going to reveal what it is. It is not closest to the correct number without going over. There's a special tiebreaker for it. So it should be very interesting if it comes to that. Okay. This weekend was a very quiet weekend inside the Big Brother Cheesecake house, which is to be expected given that it's a long weekend for the Canadians and the Americans. Now, I will say that on the other hand, once Michael won the Topaz Power Veto, it was fairly obvious that he was going to use it on himself. And then that got people talking as to who they want to vote to evict. And this is the earliest I've ever had a double eviction in Big Brother Cheesecake history. And so with 8 people voting, every vote counts. And this likely, I know it's still a little early. We still have, the vote is tomorrow, so it's not that early. But we still have another 24 hours. But right now, as it stands, it's pretty close. There's no way in hell that any of the 3 nominees are getting a fast forward by getting 0 votes. No way. I think all 3 are getting at least 1. I think there's a pretty good chance that all 3 are even going to get 2. Not 100%, but I would. The odds are there. So this is going to be a very, very, very interesting vote. For those of you that remain on the block, which is likely going to be Owen, Stephanie, and Cly, you have until 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight to publicly, in the group chat, submit a final plea. You have an opportunity to present your case with one brief statement typed, and it will go into the episode tomorrow. I think that is... Wow, is that everything? I went through everything really fast. Like I said, not a lot happened this weekend. In fact, I think the chat today, the group chat, had like 10 messages. But I get it. It's summertime. It's a long weekend. So we're at that point. We're also at that point in the game. We're kind of in that middle point where even in a double eviction week, even when every vote counts, there's not a lot of, I would say, chatting outside of game. You've been together for a month now. So the whole, what are you doing today? Oh, I love fishing and hiking. And what are your favorite movies? And this, that, and the other. All those pleasantries, like that's kind of in the past. I think now house guests are pretty much, they'll say good morning and whatnot, but even the good mornings have been diminishing, I've noticed, in the last week. People are at the point where they're just talking game, which is fun. Okay, so this will be a short episode. Wow. The one time I wasn't trying to keep it short, it actually was short. So let's get right into the Topaz Power Veto ceremony. Hey everyone, it's me, Mike Tyson, and I won the Topaz Power Veto in the Chocolate Milk Topaz Power Veto competition. Wow, that was such a close competition. I can't believe it came down to a 4-way tie. Wow, a 4-way tie, but I took some calls notes, some Spock notes, and I knew that number was 122, so bam, I got around the nose. And now I have the opportunity to take one of the 4 nominees off the chopping block. So, Owen, why should I use the Topaz Power Veto to save you?
Hello, I'm Owen. You should use the Topaz Power Veto on me because I went hiking this weekend and I saw a lot of trees, and because I'm tall and have a low voice, I kind of look like a tree. Therefore, respect the theme of this long weekend, which is tree. And also, I was very close to Andrew when I went hiking just north of Brampton, and I did not invite him. That was me. So use the Topaz Power Veto to save me.
Oh wow, okay, thanks for that. I don't think you look like a tree, but you are tall, so there is that. Anyway, who's next? Stephanie. Why should I use the Topaz Power Veto to save you? Hello again, it's me, Judge Janine Pirro from Fox News. I'm still appalled that I've been nominated by the radical left for eviction. The bottom line is that you should take me off the block because I control what the crazies that vote for Trump think when they watch me and I brainwash them. Remember that you really, really, really should take me off the block and vote for Trump in 2024. In addition, I want you to watch my Fox News special on castles, where I tour the nation at all the amazing castles we have, like White Castle, where white trash makes good sliders for other white trash. Watch Castles on Fox News. Oh wow, I really like White Castle, so that I thought you kind of find that offensive. I know Andrew likes White Castle too. White Castle is not just for white trash; it's for everybody. It's an equal opportunity place. So anyway, Clyde, why should I use the Topaz Power Veto to save you? Hello there, it's me, Moira. Actually, if you're not going to say anything all season long, I'm not even going to bother giving you an opportunity. So I've decided that I'm going to use the Topaz Power Veto on myself. Get me the fuck off of that chopping block, because I've been on the block 4 out of 5 weeks, and that's just way too much. You know, Mike Tyson deserves better. Kilby, Mike Tyson deserves better. You should be nicer to Mike Tyson. And with that, since there's no replacement nominee on a Topaz Power Veto, this Topaz Power Veto ceremony is adjourned. Owen, Stephanie, and or Clyde, who will be evicted, watch tomorrow as the final 3 nominees plead their case to stay in the game. And Wednesday is the next live double eviction and head of household competition, where another house guest will be evicted from the Big Brother Cheesecake 7 house. Another 2 house guests, that is. Get a tummy ache from eating too much chocolate and lose their shot at the $700 cash prize. I'm Andrew Shevsik Moonves. Take care, and remember, what's the caramel secret? They put caramel inside the chocolate bar. Duh. Good night.